Welcome back to Island Bike Life. It's new bike day here for me and I'm really excited about this one. I've been throwing around the idea of getting a Dirtjumper bike for probably the last year and a half, and thanks to Rock City Cycles and the guys at Chromag Bikes, I'm now the proud owner of this Monk. I'd wanted a Dirtjumper for a few reasons. One, my son is really getting into riding his own bike and going to the Stevie Smith Bike Park here in Nanaimo, and we like to cruise around our neighborhood. I thought something like this might give me the opportunity to ride with him a little bit more often and give me another opportunity to practice some skills that I'm currently developing, like my jumping and manuals and wheelies and those sorts of things. In this video, we're going to go through the pickup unboxing and the overview build of how to put one of these together.
This was a standard build from Chromag. The frame comes with the head cups and the threaded bottom bracket installed. It comes with a Cane Creek 40 head set, a RockShox Pike 100mm Dirtjumper fork, Chromag Alley 32 hole wheels paired to their Chromag 4-pawl hubs, Maxxis Icon tires front and rear, 170mm SRAM Descent cranks. I got a set of Chromag synth pedals in black, a Truvative Stilo C-post paired to a Chromag Overture seat, SRAM level brake on the rear with a 140mm rotor, Chromag Fubar 40mm rise bar paired to a Hi-Fi 40mm stem, and Chromag Liaison grips. A build like this is really about a one beer kind of job. It's a pretty straightforward job, there's not a lot going on. I normally start with the easy stuff first, get my seat post in the frame and my saddle locked on. The dub cranks bolt right up. Once you make sure there's no play, of course you want to take out any slack in the adjuster on the non-drive side of the cranks. Got my pedals on, torque those down to spec. Got my rotor on. Quick tip, make sure it's pushed all the way forward before you torque that one down. And install the tire. Putting a little bit of air in the tube will make this process a little bit easier. Repeat this front and back, make sure it's nice and seated. I'm running 60 psi front and rear right now. We'll see how that goes. For your single speed chain, you're going to want to put your tire all the way into the end of the dropouts to make sure your sizing is right for when you take out the tension in that chain. Once you have your size, remove the appropriate lengths, get it onto your cranks, and then adjust the tension by pulling the wheel back slightly. If you have a chain tensioner tool, that will make this process a little bit easier, but with a little bit of work, you can slowly move the wheel back one side at a time until you get the right tension. Make sure your dropouts are tight so you don't lose that tension. I dry fit the fork and the stem and spacers, marking the steer tube to be cut. Don't do what I did and put the fork in the wrong way. I didn't realize this until I was about halfway through cutting, so I just made sure I held onto the fork so it didn't fall or damage itself. Once you get your star nut in, make sure you're greasing your head cups and your bearings appropriately, tighten down to preload, and set your stem. Once your bar is set and straight, make sure you're tightening it down and torquing to the appropriate setting. Because there's only one brake on this and it's a side mount IS bracket, get that in there first side by side so it goes in evenly. Then adjust your rotor so the caliper is floating evenly on each side. The brake itself came pre-cut to the right length, so I didn't have to adjust anything. There was enough up front, so that was good. This frame has external mounting, as most dirt jumpers and bikes like this will. Kind of route the cable slowly and then tighten down to make sure you have it in the right spot. The bike itself went together in about an hour and didn't take me more than one beer to finish up. I was really happy with the initial build and how easy it was to put together, as well as my maiden voyage just around the neighborhood. It really is quite a fun little bike, and I'm really looking forward to the coming months.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I really hope you liked this first look and build of my new Chromag Monk. I'm really excited to ride this thing over the course of the spring and the summer and continue to develop my skills when it comes to jumping and manualing. Right now, I'd give myself a solid 1, maybe 1.5 out of 10 when it comes to those things. I'm going to do some progress filming, and in a few months, I'll check back and see how things are coming along. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself, obviously you can do so direct through Chromag, or if you're in Nanaimo, go see the guys down at Rock City Cycles. They can get one of these in for you, no problem at all. If you like what I'm doing here, think about hitting the subscribe and the like button. Leave me a comment down below and come and find me on Instagram. And as always, thanks again for watching. Now let's go hit the trails.